Welcome to Outside the Ring. I am here with my guest, James Fury. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well. So, what got you into this world of professional wrestling?
Um, it all started from backyard wrestling, and basically, while I was doing backyard wrestling, I always loved wrestling, but I didn't think I'd be a pro wrestler just due to the fact that I didn't know of any pro wrestling schools in the area. And once I found out about Truth Martini, how the House of Truth in my area, I was just like, screw it. I'm gonna go for it.
How long have you been wrestling for?
2 years.
Who were some of your favorites, like wrestlers to watch growing up?
Um, I wouldn't say like growing up, but one of my most favorite wrestler is Karrion Kross. But growing up, Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton. It's a lot more, but those are the few ones that I can think of.
Did you pull any inspiration from any of them?
Definitely for sure Batista. A little bit of little bit of Brock Lesnar, like some of the bigger guys, and definitely Randy Orton. And with the Randy Orton one, is more like my facial a little bit, and just like trying to tap in more of that animalistic behavior. Like before he goes for a pump kick, you see how he loses his shit, like
Yeah.
something like that. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to incorporate into what I'm doing.
I seen you wrestle for NWCW. How'd you find out about them?
NWCW, I was training at the House of Truth. This is before I was actually cleared to be a pro wrestler. And
Mhm.
I think it was Soul Taker that came through the door. Yeah, Soul Taker. I'm pretty sure he was the one that came through the door, and he was pretty much scouting for talent for NWCW. I think they were doing like a battle royal, or like they just needed like there was an extra spot on the show or something like that.
Mhm.
And he picked me and Angel, I believe, from what I remember. So it was so long ago, but yeah, yeah. Soul Taker picked me and Angel.
Who would you say are some of your toughest opponents?
Oh, toughest opponents.
Mhm.
Um, that's a tough one because if I had a longer career, I'd better give you a definite answer. But
Mhm.
since I've only been doing this for 2 years, it's like tough opponents that really gave me a run for my money. I mean, as of right now, I'd probably say Ren Jones, Sam Aljami. I even put Soul Taker there. Um, yeah, I can't really think of anyone else that comes to the top of my mind. There's probably some more, but I just had to do some more
Yeah.
thinking.
And you aren't the first person to say that Soul Taker was tough to face.
Yeah, he's definitely. I will say, Soul Taker. He's definitely really tough.
Do you have any favorite matches or moments from your career?
One of my favorite moments is when I was on the news. I will say that I enjoyed that a lot. So some of my other favorite moments is just doing the extra work that I've done for like MLW, NWA Exodus, and like TNA so far. It's definitely a very humbling experience doing those. So it's
Oh,
very, very, very interesting. But as far as matches or just anything like that, one of my favorite matches is definitely me versus Red Jones and me versus Sam Jami. I'll definitely say that for sure. Oh yeah, and my match at Windy City against the Top Guns. I think that's their names. The Top Guns. It was two different tag team matches. I love working those guys. Worked them again countless times. So yeah.
do you have any favorite promotions that you have worked for?
Definitely Windy City. Windy City is by far one of the best promotions that any professional wrestler could possibly work for. Like I said on the other podcast that I just was on, they handle everything for me. My hotel stay, my lunch, dinner. I don't have to ever come out of pocket when I'm going to their show. I feel very appreciated from them, and like it's not that I don't feel appreciated from other promotions. It's just the fact that it's just the little things that matter to me. Like on my
Mhm.
envelope, I had a small message from those guys where it was like, "Hey, we're thankful, thank you." You know, like you're not getting that anywhere else. Like a lot of these places is just simple hot dog, handshake. You know, like the typical shit, and they
Mhm.
they will take care of you.
Who is someone that you want to face in the future?
Also, a lot of guys. I would say I wouldn't put it on a specific person, but I would just say I want to face anybody that's better than me. I want to challenge. I don't want to face anybody on the same level as me, below me. I want to wrestle the absolute best.
Do you feel like working with legends or vets in the business, such as Soul Taker, has helped improve your career in any way?
Yes, for sure. I would say for the better and for the worse, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
I say for the better because I learned a lot of great things from guys like Nate Matson, Brian Wellington, and even Soul Taker. You know, like guys
Hmm.
like that. There's so many more guys out there that I'm definitely missing that I haven't mentioned, but definitely like guys like Nate and Briar, like those guys are like mentors to me. You know, like
Hmm.
all of their knowledge, they have so much knowledge on the business, and it's insane. You know, like
Hmm.
but I also say for the worst because it's taught me some very valuable lessons that just because such and such is a vet doesn't mean you have to listen to every single word that they're saying to you. You know what I mean? Like you don't
Yeah.
have to listen to every single thing. You just have to weed out what you think applies to you and what you feel is good stuff to listen to.
Hmm.
And other shit where it's bad, just let it go out one ear out the other. You know, so that's one thing I had a hard time learning when I first came out, where I was just listening to everybody's advice. It didn't matter if it was a vet or not. I listened to everybody's advice because I didn't know better. I didn't know who was who. I was just
Hmm.
a green bean, still is a green bean, but I have a little bit more knowledge to what I'm doing. I have more knowledge to who to listen to and who not to listen to. So
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest things coming out the gate that I definitely learned is that you should not be listening to everybody.
Yeah. Like you said about the vet not listening to everything vets have to say. You listen to what you think will apply to you, but you also want to listen for like feedback. Maybe if you
Yes,
worked with a match, you want their or want to listen to what they have to say about your match or if they were in the match with you.
yes, spot on.
So they've been doing this for 2 years. Insane.
2 years.
Even though you've been doing it for a short amount of time, do you feel like you've learned about the business more from? Oh, oh.
Um, I feel like in a short amount of time that I've been in the business, I feel like I've learned so much.
Hmm.
I've been in the deep end as like so many times and like
Hmm.
more times than I can remember. I've been in a lot of shitty situations that nobody else should ever go through. And just being a wrestler in the business, it really taught me a lot about myself.
Hmm.
It taught me a lot about what makes me happy, what doesn't. And truth be told, is like my girl recently she recently pointed this out to me where when I was in training, every time before training, like while I was at the house and
Hmm.
on my way there, I would always go into this deep, dark place. And I kind of do that still to this day when it comes to my matches, where it's like I'm either in my head, I'm pacing back and forth, trying to make sure, like, okay, let's make sure this match is good, you know. And it always goes good, but it's not the fact that wrestling doesn't make me happy because I love wrestling. It's my
Mm,
all-time passion. It's just the fact that during my 2 year career, I realized that I shouldn't let wrestling take everything from me, you know,
mhm,
because a lot of guys will, and I respect the hustle, I respect the grind. They will allow wrestling to take literally everything, and at that point, it's like your happiness is being taken away too. Spend time with your family, go out, go to the movies with your girl or something like that. Like
mm,
just little things, like do something on the side. Like what makes you happy? Do you like to draw? Like just like small hobbies outside of wrestling to
yeah,
keep that balance of happiness in your life. Because if you just keep on putting all your eggs into one basket, at some point along the lines, it could drive you insane. You
mm,
might go crazy. You're gonna become depressed because that kind of happened to me where there was a time where, and I'm just now kind of overcoming this and getting over it, where
mm,
I was kind of depressed, and I have to do a lot of self improving and self reflecting about my life and what I need to do to get back on track. There was
mm,
a moment in time where I feel like I had all these bookings. I was doing all these gigs. That's when everybody was checking up on me. That was when everybody was talking to me the most. Hey, Fury, can you do this? Can you do that? How you doing, Fury? When I slowed down, and it's not me slowing down wasn't due to anything else. I
mm,
chose to slow down everything I was doing. I chose to take a mental health break from social media. There was a
mm,
point in time where I was supposed to every single day, and I
mm,
want to get back to doing that, but I needed that mental break. And in that mental break, I realized who was real and who wasn't. I realized who was business partners
mm,
instead of my friends. There's a difference between having a best friend and just a really, really good business partner. You feel me?
yeah,
There's a difference between having a good friend and having a really, really good bond with somebody. Two different things. I hang
yeah,
out with this one guy outside of wrestling once a year, once a year. But is he my friend? He is not my friend. That is a really great bond that I have. A lot of
mm,
people throw the term friend loosely around here in the business and outside of the business, But as I'm making this comeback, when I say everybody feels my fury, I mean that. I
mm,
mean that with every ounce of like soul left in my body, my heart, everything that I have left. I mean that. And everybody just thinks, oh, he's just saying it loosely or something like that. I mean that.
mm,
Nobody was there. It was just me, myself, and I. I wasn't asking for nobody to hold my hand or nothing like that.
mm,
I've been told countless things. Oh, just because you're a man, you can't cry. Stuff like that. It's okay to cry as a man.
mm,
It's okay to ask for help. You know?
yeah,
So like definitely with the business, I've witnessed a lot of harsh things happen to me that a lot of people do not know about. And there's been a lot of good things too, some positives. It's not all negative, but overall as a whole, it just taught me some very lifelong lessons that I'm going to carry with me to the day I die. So that's initially just my mindset going forward and into 2025. I know I've been rambling on and on, but I'm gonna wrap it up right here and then you can ask me the next question. But my mindset going to 2025 is you're going to get the absolute best version of James Fury. Everybody is going to witness what I am truly capable of doing. Everybody that spat on me, everybody that always hate watching my content, laughing at me behind the scenes, they are all going to feel my fear at the end of the day. When I say that, it's not like, oh, I'm going to beat their ass or some violent shit. No, it's with success. It's with success. They're going to feel my fury with my success. That is what
absolutely.
I mean.
I don't know if you've held any. I've seen some of your work, but not like a whole, like all of it. But I don't know if you've held any titles within your career yet.
I have. Um, it
What
hasn't
does
been.
winning those titles mean to you?
I haven't held any singles belts. Um, I've held nothing but tag team gold, but that ain't nothing wrong with just tag team gold. I'm still building my career. I still
Hmm.
have plenty of belts to win, but I was one half of the Horse Slam Tag Team Champions. I was one half of the Windy City Pro Tag Team Champions, and I think that's all the belts I've ever had. I just always had tag team gold,
Hmm.
and but it felt good. I will say that. Um, at the end of the day, though, it's not the WWE belt. It's not the AEW World Championship. Once not downgrading any of those belts and like that, but it's just at the end of the day, it's like, how should I put this? How should I put this? Like, I'm gonna lose it one day. I'm
Hmm.
gonna lose it one day. It's not gonna be there forever. So like, I kind of just look at it like you want the title that has the most prestige behind it. Who held this belt before you? Guys like maybe even like Nate Matson, John Cena, like just some well established names. Like who held that before you? That's what makes the title important.
Hmm.
Not saying like I said before you asked the question. Not saying like Windy City or Horse Up titles were nothing, but just my look is on it is that it's another title to add to my resume, and I'm going to keep on going.
Yeah. That's all I have for you. Anything you want to say to anyone watching or anything?
Um, for anyone watching, I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. If you
Mhm.
don't have any more questions, then okay, but yeah, I pretty much said everything. Just the only thing I can really say to everybody watching, the people that are going to be watching this, because there's going to be hate watchers that's going to talk shit while I'm speaking. There's going to be people that actually really respect me, that's going to listen to everything I'm saying. But for the most part, just keep on looking forward and
Mhm.
keep pushing no matter what, and no matter how bad it gets, always tell yourself it's going to be all right, because in the end you are going to be all right. There's always treasure at the end of the tunnel. You just got to keep on climbing that mountain, no matter how many arrows, how many swords is in your back. You just got to keep on climbing, even if you're staggering and stumbling a bit. Like slow and steady will get you there instead of no progress at all. So
Mhm.
in the end, you're going to get there. I know I'm going to get there. I'll pick myself up and I'm going to get to where I want to be. In 2025, I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to take names. I'm going to hunt down the competition. I'm going to exterminate everybody.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.